Hey guys, how's it going? This is Tracilyn. I'm also known as VCAT. And I'm here at Mount Airy Church, the church that I went to when I was a child. I'm going to take a peek through the windows and kind of show you around the parking lot a little bit. I'm not going to invest a whole lot of time right now sharing with you, but I want to go down the road here to a place I think is called Middle Creek, outside of Lebanon City, Pennsylvania. And I'm going to share some of the history of this church here with you, as well as I took some notes. I'm going to share my career and about my relationships that I had, as far as intimate relationships with other girls and guys that I've experienced life with in my journey. Let's check this out. Mount Airy Church. Spent a lot of time here. Shared a lot of time here. Look at this. Let me see. Oh, the memories that are in there. Now this is the first place that I ever had the opportunity to sing in front of a group of people. My grandma encouraged me to do that here. Every Sunday just about we would come here. Mount Airy Church. Looks like there's bikes in there now. And back here is the woodsheds that I was telling you about, the outhouses. Oh, it's kind of scary. You see in there? Did you ever see inside of one of these? Look at this. Would you believe that we actually went to potty on here? Would you even do that nowadays? I don't want to step in there too much. I don't know if there's rats or anything down there. I remember as a child, if I had to go to the restroom before we left or sometime during church, this is where we would go. Back to the woodshed. Not the woodshed, but the wooden potties, outhouses. This, of course, is the front of the building. Let's see if we can peek inside here really quick. Back in the day, we didn't have comfortable seats. There's wooden pews. They called them wooden pews. Pew. Not that kind of pew. Do you know how to spell pew? Bada bing, bada bang. Mount Airy Church, look it up. I tried to find some pictures of this online. I tried to find, I don't even know if that's the name of the city here or township or what have you. I just know that we called the church Mount Airy. We were always going up to Mount Airy Church. And of course, at one time, this here used to be a stone parking lot. Stone driveways and parking lots were really big back in the 70s, I guess, and into the 80s. They still might be now, depending where you... But I remember specifically, we used to have... Remember I told you my grandparents had a Granada station wagon? We actually used to pull up here in front of this tree. Kind of in an angle. And I remember running... I remember running out that door with my sisters and brothers because we wanted to jump into the Granada and everybody wanted the front seat. And I wanted to make sure I had the front seat so that I could listen to the stereo and be the one to click the channel. Because with an 8-track, when you have it into the stereo, you click the volume button. If you push on it, push, 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 push. It would click through the different tracks. They called it tracks. So it was an 8-track player. I don't know how many songs were actually... specifically on an 8-track? Was it only 8? I'm not sure, to be honest with you. Look it up. Look it up. My name is Tracilyn, also known as VCat, and here is my website. I'm learning it's over here, Tracilyn.com. Check out my website if you want to. I got free music on there, free downloads for you of some demo songs that I've done. I think there's like 13 there now. Got photos on there. I got a bunch of links. You can get to know a little bit more about me. I have an amazing history. Right now I'm sharing my life story. This here, Mount Airy, as you see, this is where in the parking lot is now the grass. This is a tree. We have a history with this tree. I'm surprised it's still here after all these years. Could you imagine being at one place all your life like that? Do you ever think of things like that? I've been told many times I'm a very deep thinker. I spent most of my life thinking, analyzing things. Why do people do things like this? Why are things this way? Are you like that? Share with me your life story. Do you remember the first church you went to? Did you go to this church? Did you go to Mount Airy? If you're in my family, I know you did. We have a lot of happy times in there. I remember rooting through my grandmother's purse for gum. Gum and Hawes. Hawes was really big. Hawes and bubble gum. I'm going to share some more stories for you when I get down here to Middle Creek. Very seldom. Always wondered, why. Let me just give you an idea of some things that I would analyze and think, even around here. We got a church over here, right? Mount Airy. But right over here, I'm not sure if it was a school at the time, but it obviously looks like a church of some sort. I'm not sure what it's called. If this isn't the one specifically, then it was one up the road. We would stop, there would be a small playground, some swing sets or whatever, and we would stop there. And to give you an idea of some of the things I would think about is, why would there be two churches on the same road, one across the street from the other? Why couldn't we go to the same church? Why is there a red building and a white building? Why do we go in the white building and they go into the red building? There was a lot of Amish and Mennonite, maybe. Might have been. It might have been. I don't know if they all went to that church or not. I forget. But I think I recall it was either Amish or Mennonite. And I'm thinking to myself, why do we go to this church? Why can't we go to their church? Or sometimes go to their church, and sometimes they come to our church. Or why can't we just build a big church and all go and share that church? What do you think of that? See, I would be processing this stuff. So many questions. Oh, let me tell you, right here, usually this is the door. This here's a door that I would go in. Right here. And can I tell you, I still remember what it used to smell like. Feels like it was only yesterday. Feels like it was only yesterday that I stood up front, in front of the whole church, which was usually only our family. Usually only our family. Sometimes it'd be more, like maybe 15, 20 people. I remember we were all gathered up front and we would listen to somebody speak. And it was very boring to me. I loved being there. But to me it was very boring. I would rather sing. I'd rather hear my grandmother play the accordion or play her organ and piano. That is why I came to church. Because I love music. Remember this. Will you remember this? The reason I looked forward to coming to this church the most is to hear my grandmother sing or play. I think she actually played, and then other people sang. I'm not sure. I don't really remember the details of that. But I also wanted my opportunity to get up there and sing. And because of my grandmother, remember I was telling you about from New Bunker Hill? She gave me the courage. We would practice at her house. We would come here. Tracilyn had the opportunity to sing in front of everyone. 5 years old. Love you guys. Got a lot to share with you today. It should take me about another week yet I still have a lot of videos that I have not, you probably won't see this for a while. I got a lot of catching up to do, like 5 days of material so far. I got another 7 days, that's another 12, 15 days maybe before you even see this. Could be, at least 7 days anyway, before you see this. Mount Airy Church. Some of the most memorable, or how should I say this? Most enjoyable memories happened here. One of the reasons why I didn't want to go home on a Saturday night was to come to this church. I wanted to drive, the drive to come up here. Singing in the car. I looked forward to the drive going back to my grandmother's dinner. I'm going to share with you. Every Sunday we had a Sunday dinner. Did you grow up like that? Do you do that now, Sunday dinners? I've been complaining a lot about it. I have kind of problems with my throat. I don't know what's going on there. Probably a lot of talking. So I apologize for that. This is not who I usually present myself as, or at least over the last year or two. My life has changed. I'm looking forward to sharing that with you. Since I came back from Las Vegas, I spent some time in Ohio for about 15 months or so, and now I'm back home here in Pennsylvania where I was born and raised, sharing with you my life story as quickly as possible, only because I'm on limited time. And I'll tell you what, I wish I had more time to dissect it and teach you all the wonderful things that I thought about all these years, and some of the conclusions I came to, and to be in joy and learning about myself. My ultimate goal is to help you be all that you are in your heart. In your heart. And you're going to hear me talk a lot about that, kind of feeding a little bit of information to you every now and then. But can I just let you know that you don't need to go to this building? You don't need to go to buildings like that anymore. And you don't need anybody in this world telling you that God is out there. Pray and ask God into your heart. I'm going to be the person that's here to tell you God's already in your heart. God's already in your heart. He always was. Or she, or it, whatever it is. You are God, I am God. God's not in the building. You don't need to go to a gathering place to worship. You worship God. You worship yourself by waking up every day and enjoying your life doing what you love to do. And when you do that, you benefit the whole entire universe. Only we have been taught that it's selfish. Don't go away. Don't go away. This isn't all I'm about. I'm about helping people, helping you, sharing my life story. And right now you may be like, well, I don't like what I'm hearing. Turn it off. Turn it off. Go to other videos. You're going to hear about boogie fights. You're going to hear about how people used to wrap their arms around me and I would smell their armpits and I would do a lot of couch sniffing. Okay? You're going to hear a lot of funny stuff like that. This might not be for you. You might not want to hear stuff like this, but trust me, you're going to want to come back, because in the end, by the time I get through my entire life journey in a summary for you, hours, without dissecting it, you're going to find out that you're going to want to gravitate back here, and it's going to start to click up here with your childhood or where you are in life and things that you've been taught and told. The world is changing at a rapid rate of speed, a lot faster than it was years ago. Things are speeding up. People are waking up. They're realizing. Okay? They're realizing. I'm inside your computer, by the way. Do you see this? Let me tell you something about this. I was thinking about this today. This is how I think. Let me just share with you that I was stripped of everything that I loved. Okay? I'm not going to explain to you right now how that happened, but I was stripped of everything that I loved. And it came down to, I was locked in my bedroom, pretty much keeping my mouth shut, minding my own business, and the whole world was at my fingertips, at the computer. And all of a sudden, look! I'm in your computer. I'm in your iPhone. I don't know. Where am I? I'm somewhere in something that you have because you're watching me right now. Right here. Look at me. Isn't this great? And you want to know something? I love watching myself. I love listening to myself. I'm talking to myself now. Oh, just wait. I have so much to share with you. It's okay to talk to yourself. It's okay to listen to yourself speak. Got a lot to share. We're gonna get down there. I'm gonna try to get right down to the point, summarize of my career and intimate relationships with girls. Girls? Me? Tracilyn with girls? No. Maybe very strong men. In their 50s nowadays. Okay, just wait. Just wait. You won't want to miss it. This is gonna be the funniest thing and silliest thing as I go through my life story that you've ever heard in your life. It gets better. It gets better, trust me. Right now I'm trying to refresh my memory. What was it like coming here? What was it like in my childhood? Some things I remember, some things are distorted, but I assure you as we move further into our life, Tracilyn has an amazing memory of just a few years ago. And she's comfortable with who she become, and she's willing to share it all with you. Leave a comment down below, subscribe to my channel, I think it's over here. Don't forget I have another YouTube channel at Tracilyn Michael. Got all kinds of music videos. You'll find out I like to wear diapers and sing about it, being happy. I also like to wear my schoolgirl outfit. And I love to be spanked nowadays. Read back just a couple videos and you'll find out why. Love you. I seriously love you. Give me a chance. Give me a chance. I don't want you, if you're at home right now, and you're feeling rejected, outcasted, if you're feeling sad, there's things in life you wish you could be doing. You wish you had friends, you know. Maybe it's you want to get a band together. Maybe it's you love pretending, but everybody makes fun of you. Maybe it's a lot of things. Maybe you want to be a lawyer. Maybe you want to be a doctor. You don't know how. How am I going to afford going to school? Let me tell you something. I'm here, and just because I don't know all the steps and the details of the process of becoming a doctor or a lawyer, let me just say I can help you tap into your heart. And I can get you started, because you actually have the answers to everything you're looking for in life inside you already. And most of it is discovered already during our childhood years. Only we're steered and led away from that our entire lives. Most of us. Not everyone, but most of us. Not anymore. Time to put on the brakes. Let us reevaluate our own lives, your life, evaluate your own life with me. If you're willing to share something with me privately, email me, tracilyn21@gmail.com, or however, leave a comment down here. You got something you want to share with people, share it. Don't hold back. Freedom of speech. This is America. You know, I'm in America. You might be in Russia. You might be in China, wherever it is. But my YouTube page is based off, I'm thinking, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. My YouTube page should be based off of a home base. What is that? What do they call that? A server? A server? Should be off of a server. You're in America somewhere. Out there. Somewhere out there somewhere. Cyberspace. Freedom of speech. We speak gracefully. We don't want to offend anybody. We don't want to hurt anybody. But you know, it's time to close the doors to old church buildings. We don't need them anymore. They're beautiful. They're beautiful. We could use them for something else, maybe. What do you think? We could use them for something else, something hip. You know, maybe a dance place. You know, maybe a gathering place. Coffee houses. Wouldn't this be a beautiful coffee house? I think so. Imagine that, taking all the old churches around America and making them beautiful coffee houses, gathering places, where people could share their hearts openly. And get to know other people, network with other people, instead of being alone in their bedroom. You know, be careful of how much time you spend alone. You want to connect with others. We all want to. It's instilled in us. Maybe you're not feeling that way now, but we don't want to share life by ourselves, for ourselves, doing everything alone. We want to connect with other people. Give me a chance. Please don't walk away from me now. I have so much to share with you. Unless it is offending you and you're like, you know, I'm not ready to hear this. I don't want to hear this. I don't need to hear it. I know more than you, Tracilyn. It's not about that. I want to share my life with you. And I know in doing so, you'll get to understand how we as a society have been oppressed by the idea of our peers, by people that may be our ancestors, maybe, from years, centuries ago, maybe centuries ago. You know, and because of that, I have went through life and I have mistreated people or because I put them into a category of something that I was told was disgusting, and I was sharing that in my life story. If you don't know what I'm talking about, re-review some of my videos while you're doing whatever you're doing. Listen, okay? But just know this right up front, no matter how old you are, no matter how young you are, okay? You don't want to be like Tracilyn. You want to do your own thing. Be careful what you watch and what you listen to. Because even by accident, there is something within us that automatically starts imitating it. Okay? I'm hoping that I'm going to have more time to break this down, my whole life journey, and share with you the details. One day at a time. A little slower, but right now we got to speed it up. Just got a lot of catch-up to do. This is my catch-up series. Got a lot of Super Bowl moments that are coming up right now. Oh, I watch these videos and I say my voice isn't where I want it to be. My appearance isn't where it needed to be. Got a lot of fear and anxiety and rush, 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 rush. That's what I'm doing right now. It's not a way to live for anybody. There's a reason. There's a reason, and you're going to get to understand that reason coming up soon. So here we go. One more time. Mount Airy Church. Can you see it? There we go. Mount Airy Church. 2 doors on the front. The wooden cross. I'm assuming that's a symbol of Jesus Christ who died for us. You know, we put an image in front of the church to remind us, right, in the Christian faith, that there was a man we called God that was sacrificed so that we could be free, but yet we're still gathering up and we're mistreating people because in the Bible it says one should not have long hair, one should not have certain body piercings, one should not be with the same sex, one should not. And we're looking down on people because what the Bible says. Where did we go wrong? What was Jesus about? Oh. I'm going to stop there. I'm not here to preach. First church I ever went to, I sang, but I would tell you this right now. I wanted it to be rock and roll. I wanted it to be rock and roll, baby. Love you.